October 1954. October 1st. Went to Guildhall today with Ruby, and we stopped in Grofton on the way home. In the afternoon we went up to the Cooper place and had a toy party. That night we went to Island Pond. October 2nd. Daniel and Timmy was up. Eugene and Bertha was here. October 3rd. Norma and family were up. Bernadette, Polly, and Jimmy were here with Edith Frechette, Ruby, and family. My brother Alphonse and Anna came over. October 4. Went to Grofton with Ruby and we stopped at Reynolds. Ruby got her coats for the children. October 6. Victor Stickney called, also Eugene and Florence. October 7. Alphonse and Anna were here, Florence and Eugene and Helen. Ruby stayed for supper. Bernard was down. Florence gave me a permanent. Today is my birthday. October 8th. June gave me writing paper, dishes, and 2 packs of stockings. Daniel gave me money, also Alphonse and Anna. Norma gave me a slip and a cake. Dawn a dish and some fruit. Margaret a bag of money. October 9th. Eugene and Florence was over. October 10. June, Eddie, and the boys came from Portland. Alphonse and Anna, Bob and Ruby, Bernadette and Polly and Jimmy all stayed for supper. Mrs. Ruthier died today, and John Mills died too. October 11. Went up to Ruby's with June. October the 12th. Went to Island Pond. June went back to Portland, Maine. October the 13th, washed today. Mrs. Ruthier was buried. October 14th, went to John Mills' funeral. October 15th, Hurricane Hazel hit North Carolina today. October 16th, Daniel, Timmy, Donald, Everett Marshall, Joe Fortin, Eugene, and Florence called. October 17th, went to church today. Donald and family were here for dinner and we went for a ride. Alphonse, Anna, Ethel, and Ernestine were here for supper. Bob went back to Connecticut for some work. October 18. Ruby was here. I worked at school and went to Eugene's to watch the TV. October 19. Went to B&B meeting in the church parlor. There were 15 there. We had dinner. Mrs. Platt was our speaker today. October 20th. Florence was over. October 21st. Started to paper the kitchen. Ruby was here and Helen Bennett called. October 22nd. Papered some today and washed the woodwork. October 23rd. Margaret, Joe, and the girls came up. Ruby called and she went to the store for me. Eugene and Bertha called. October 24th. Eugene and Florence came over. Ruby was here. Anna and Alphonse came up and all stayed for supper. Margaret went back to St. Johnsbury. I went to Mass in North Stratford. Joe and Eugene went hunting. October 25th. Paul Goulet called. Kathleen Walling, Will Walling was buried. Went over to Helen Bennett's. Reynold was here for dinner. October 26th. Had the clinic here. Reynold was here for dinner. October 27th. Florence called, and I finished papering the kitchen today. October 28th. Cleaned all the cupboards today. October 31st. I went to church. Bernard was here for dinner. Donald and family was up in the afternoon. Alphonse and Anna was here too, and they stayed for supper.